Good morning, everyone. So for today's video, I'm going to show you guys some facial mist hacks because I've been using facial mist a lot lately and in kind of different ways, so I wanted to share them with you guys. I've been doing a lot of traveling and the weather has definitely been kind of crazy in Seoul, so my skin's kind of going through the ringers. So facial mists have been helping me out a ton, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, because all facial mists are not created equally, I personally use Paula's Choice Refreshing Facial Mist. I use this one because it has a lot of amazing ingredients besides just throwing some water on your face. This mist contains humectants, which helps bond moisture to your skin, plant-based antioxidants, which protects your skin from environmental factors such as free radicals, and of course peptides, which is always a nice little bonus. And what it doesn't have is also very important because this is also alcohol-free and it doesn't have any fragrance. So this is not irritating and it's perfect in a lot of different situations because this summer has been a crazy one for my skin. So the first way I like to use facial mist is of course on a plane because we all know how drying and dehydrating planes can be. But in all honesty, I don't like to get too crazy with my skincare on planes because it's just a little bit too much. I don't like to mess around with the baggy allowance, you know, where you can only take so much liquid onto a plane. So of course the easiest way to use a facial mist on a plane is to just spray it on your skin whenever you feel like your skin is getting dry. Now, how I like to use a facial mist on a plane is I actually bring along with me the type of cotton pads that you can split the layers. I then saturate the cotton pad with the mist and then I split the layers and place them on my skin, so it kind of holds the mist there for a little bit longer, allows my skin to fully absorb that mist and just helps it adhere, and it's a lot less messy than a sheet mask because I know sheet masks are very popular to use on planes. This is something that I can do and I don't have to run to the bathroom to kind of clean up after. Now, besides using this technique on planes, I also use this technique from day to day and to also target areas that I feel like are especially dry. So I like to use a refreshing moisture mist on my under eyes because of course my under eyes tend to get very dry. So I use the same technique with the layering cotton pads. I also use this kind of as a DIY lip mask because I have super dry lips and it seems like nothing can rehydrate them, so I just kind of make a quick mask with my mist and cotton pads. And again, I like doing this because I always have this facial mist on hand, so it's something I can do that's super convenient. Now, on a day-to-day basis, personally, I keep my facial mist in my bag because it's compact, it's easy, and it has a lot of different purposes. So this will also refresh my makeup throughout the day if I'm feeling particularly dry because I tend to get dry, flaky patches on my skin since I do have dry skin. So this is nice because it just gives my skin a bit of a pick-me-up, and especially because it is super hot in Korea, this has been really nice as a refreshing mist. It just makes me feel a lot more uplifted when I give myself a little spritz of this spray, and I just feel like I can keep my day on a good path and that I don't look like a total mess. Now, when it comes to applying makeup, I also use my mist to prep my skin before I apply my foundation. As we all know, foundation goes on a lot better when your skin is nice and plump and moisturized. So this is just a quick way for me to add a little extra layer of moisture that's really quick. I just spritz it on and my face is all primed. Now, another technique with my makeup that I like to use my facial mist for is to actually dilute my foundation. Now, a lot of times when it comes to summertime, of course, I'm not trying to wear heavy makeup because I'm probably sweating all day. So it's a lot nicer for me to kind of DIY my own lightweight foundation. I get a little coverage, and of course, when I dilute it with my facial mist, I get a little extra moisture in my skin, which is always a good thing. So this kind of makes my foundation go on smoother. Basically, it makes like a nice tinted moisturizing foundation. So definitely something I've been doing lately. I think we've all been there when we get a little too heavy-handed with the blush or the bronzer. So something that I like to do whenever I do that is I spray this onto an air puff and then I just go in and blend it. And because this has moisturizing properties, it just kind of helps melt the makeup. So it's a quick fix in case you get a little too heavy-handed or you have muddy makeup or you find that your makeup is looking a little too blunt or harsh. Now, you guys have seen me do this a bunch of times, but I always have an issue with my concealer creasing. I guess I'm just a smiley person, so I have a lot of fine lines around my eyes, and of course concealer loves to settle in there and make themselves at home. So how I fix that issue is I take an air puff, of course, spray a little bit of my moisture mist onto it, and then I just pat away, and it basically just melts the concealer back to where it needs to go. And because this has the moisturizing properties to it, again, it kind of just plumps up the area and it just helps fill in those fine lines a little bit so it's not so apparent. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video about facial mist hacks or facial mist tips, ways I use my facial mist, and my favorite one at the moment. I will put links down in the description box below in case you want to pick up the same one that I have been loving and obsessed with lately. And as always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!